All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded about a yard deep.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
56. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll go with the keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback, scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down at the 28. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They go play action here on first down. Going up top for Miller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so he might as well have not even had the penalty.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Right back to him on first down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. This is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And they'll run it here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Patriot! Patriot!
Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let's take it at around the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! 51's the mic, boy, 51.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 30-yard play on third. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their off.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 38. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback taking it in. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Elliott now to kick this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, Boyd steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Boyd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Off the play fake. Boyd. And that is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking.